I'm Kate Mack, Mrs. Pennsylvania, United States 2011, and I'm here today to tell you that it gets better. The reason I know it gets better is because of my story, which begins as an 11-year-old girl during my first year in middle school, being made fun of every day on the way to middle school on the bus. A boy who liked me decided that he didn't like me anymore and started making fun of me, and he got friends of mine who had been friends of mine for years to start making fun of me as well. And they would say things about my hair and my clothes, and it got to the point where I had to sit behind the bus driver every day on the way to school so she could make sure I was safe. The parents of my bullies were involved, the principals at my school were involved, of course my own parents were involved, and it became such a mess that I actually became very reserved and shy as a result of the whole situation. But because I became so shy, people other than my original bullies thought that I was being snotty and snobby, and that original bullying created a domino effect that created more bullying. Through the support of my family and the true friends that I did have, I decided to become involved in school activities to try to overcome the shyness. By my senior year of high school, I had become varsity cheerleading captain. I was features editor of the school newspaper, and I was vice president of student council. I even made homecoming court. Unfortunately, the deep-seated insecurity of being made fun of as a little girl on the bus manifested itself in college, and I started to make some really unhealthy choices. One of the unhealthiest choices I made was to remain in a relationship that was manipulative and abusive. Once again, through the support of my family and friends, I developed enough confidence to end that abusive relationship. But this time, I also needed the help of support organizations that helped me relearn my self-worth. Eventually, I embarked on my current relationship with Jimmy, who's been my partner for 7 years and my husband for 3.5. I developed enough confidence to achieve my goal of earning 2 degrees in just 5 years, starting my teaching career, dancing professionally for a Lehigh Valley area indoor football team, and becoming Mrs. Pennsylvania. Since my crowning, I've committed myself to helping others help themselves, and one of the ways that I do this is by advising the Gay Straight Alliance at the school where I teach. Please know, if your school has a GSA, you have support and it can get better. If your school does not have a GSA, there are organizations like Equality PA and the Trevor Project that can direct you to the resources that you need to help you realize that your life is worth living. Another thing that helps any LGBT person feel worthy is being treated equally under the law. I encourage you to contact your lawmakers and ask them to support anti-bullying laws and equal protections for housing and employment. If you go to Equality PA's website, you can send letters and find other ways to become involved. And by becoming involved, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that you helped to facilitate the change that made it better. With blessings, love, and hope that you will forever dream big, I am Mrs. Pennsylvania, United States 2011, Kate Mack, reminding you that it gets better.